Joining us now, again, Recursion CEO Chris Gibson. Chris, it's great to have you back on the show. I guess walk me through the news today, and perhaps more specifically, you have this treasure trove of data. You're thinking about it differently in terms of how you're applying technology and AI to it. How do you make money off of it?
Yeah, Morgan, it's great to be back. Good to see you again. I think we were on less than 4 weeks ago talking about the NVIDIA investment and partnership, and we're back again a few weeks later talking about how we've already leveraged those partners to help us do a set of computations across chemistry and biology, bridging those two worlds that would have taken 100,000 years using a traditional approach. But using NVIDIA's compute resources, their team, our team, and some of these new tools, we've brought that down into a matter of weeks. And this is helping us put one data layer in place, as you mentioned, among many others that we're building at Recursion, because we ultimately want to change drug discovery from really an artisanal, bespoke process requiring decades of experience and incredible scientists into really a search problem. How do we actually generate large data sets and allow scientists to search those with ease and create data lakes that allow us to learn from every program to make every future program better? And so with earnings this morning, we announced this huge set of predictions that we've made. But at the end of the day, a patient doesn't really care whether a drug was discovered the old way or using ML and AI. And so we were also excited to share that, we've added, tightened, or accelerated guidance on all 5 of our clinical programs as well. So I think a good day for Recursion.
Yeah, and just in terms of what this does to the timing of those clinical programs, does it change it, or does it just, I guess, suss out the risk versus reward and how likely success is to be found through these pipelines?
Well, the oft-quoted statement in our industry is that it takes 10 to 15 years and more than $2 billion of investment for each new medicine that's discovered. And the secret of that is that most of that cost is borne in all of the failures. And so failing early on a program, as opposed to failing late when you're in a phase 2 or phase 3 trial, I know you cover many of those events, that's really, really important. And so we think bringing these tools early into the process is helping us make sure that we take the right medicine into the clinic. And that's helping us get there faster for lower costs. But ultimately, the most important lever is, can we increase the probability of success? Because as you know, 90% of drugs that go into clinical development fail before they make it to the market. And so as I always tell the team, if we could fail 80% of the time across our clinical development plans, we would be twice as efficient as the industry average. And ultimately, that's how, over the long run, you can help bring down the cost of medicines as well.
Yeah, and a shift from, say, 90 to 80% is a very big shift, as at least one analyst pointed out to me. Okay, you have multiple clinical studies going on simultaneously right now, and you are enacting and enabling this new way, this new technological way of approaching your pipeline. I guess my question is, can you do both at the same time? How do you convince the market that success is nigh?
Yeah, it's a great question, Morgan. And I think we've been doing a lot of evangelization and also a lot of team building. We've got a great new chief medical officer, David Morrow, who brings decades of experience to help us build out our clinical development team. That team's been working incredibly hard. And we also are continuing to hire across the data science, software engineering, biology, and chemistry side. And what we look like, I believe, is the future of what all biopharma companies are going to look like. We look like a team of data scientists and software engineers as much as biologists and chemists. That's the future, not only for our industry, but probably many others. And so, yeah, I think we have to help convince people that this is the future. Okay. And I think we've done a great job, and we're confident we can deliver across both the platform, the pipeline, and our partnerships as well.